Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for this announcement, and I'm sure glad that the weather is cooperating this morning. It's beautiful. It's certainly a pleasure to be with you here today. My name is Natalie Jameson. I'm the Minister of Education and Lifelong Learning and the Minister responsible for the status of women. I will be your MC for today's event. As Minister responsible for the status of women, it is very important to me to have the opportunity to join my colleague, Justice and Public Safety Minister Blois Thompson, and the Member of Parliament for Malpeque, Wayne Easter, on this critical announcement to support island women, specifically women offenders. Before I turn it over to MP Easter, I just wanted to offer a few words. Many incarcerated women have a history of trauma. They've been victims of crime, and that has had a profound effect on them and the decisions they make. Recognizing the unique needs that women have, how we work to support them while they're in custody needs to be at the center of all of our decisions. We need to be as responsive as possible, and it's heartening to hear that this is how this project has come to fruition, with women and their needs front of mind. So with that said, I would like to ask MP Easter to deliver remarks on behalf of the Honourable Catherine McKenna, Minister of Infrastructure and Communities.
Thank you, Natalie, Minister. Minister Thompson, Mayor Hal Parker, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to say, yoo-hoo, an in-person announcement instead of looking at a computer screen with 25 people on it. It's so great. Look, I am pleased to be here today, this morning on behalf of the Honourable Catherine McKenna, Minister of Infrastructure and Communities, to make this important announcement. Regardless of the issues that we face during this pandemic, we must continue to work towards a strong economic recovery. Investing in infrastructure will certainly help us get there. Here in PEI, since 2015, we have invested over $392 million in 150 infrastructure projects under the Investing in Canada plan. All orders of government, the provincial government, the municipal government, the federal governments, are working towards economic recovery as COVID-19 evolves. And that's why I'm so, as I said, very pleased to join with the province today to announce support for the Provincial Correctional Centre Women's Edition. The federal government will contribute $8 million to this important project that will upgrade the facility and include an additional 22,000 square feet of space for housing, rehabilitation support space, improved kitchen and staff facilities, and a new health services area that will separately serve both male and female populations. Renovations will focus on energy efficiency and integrating the use of natural daylight in the design. They will also include in-floor heating and modern rooftop ventilation. Once complete, the new addition will significantly improve the operational flexibility of the existing facility by creating more spaces and providing greater options for properly accommodating female residents. It will have a positive effect on the rehabilitation of female offenders while also allowing for safe physical distancing and other COVID-19 protocols to be followed. You know, often when we think of facilities such as this one, the public doesn't really think about rehabilitation. As a former Solicitor General at the federal level some 12 years ago, I've been in every federal prison in Canada except the CHU in Quebec, in Montreal. And one thing you learn as you visit these facilities, the people that end up in these facilities, it isn't always their own fault. Sometimes it's the circumstances surrounding their upbringing, or just run into difficulty in life. And so when they enter facilities such as this, we as a public have a responsibility to do everything we can so that they can rehabilitate their lives, come out and add to the economy and have better lives themselves. And that in part is what this announcement is about today. So by building now, we're supporting the local economy and creating good jobs at a time when we need it most. Together, we will build a healthier and greener Canada and improve the well-being of all Canadians. This is critical to our country's recovery as we move forward and build our future together after COVID-19. So as a Member of Parliament for the riding of Malpeque, I'm very pleased to participate in this announcement today and look forward to a brighter future for the people that end up as residents here for a while and add to our economy in Prince Edward Island. So thank you very much.
Islanders have been working hard to keep COVID out of this province. It's thanks to them that we can be here today. Today is a long-awaited announcement about our correctional services in Prince Edward Island. In our province, there is one facility in Queens and another in Prince County. These facilities were built more than 40 years ago. When they were built, they were designed for male offenders. A lot has changed since then. Like many other old buildings in our province, modifications have been made over the years, but it's time to stop the patchwork. A little later today, we will have the chance to go around the building and to see the site work. One of our main reasons that we are here today to see the progress that is the newest piece of the provincial infrastructure. It'll also because it's for who it's for. As a society, we've learned that men and women are not always the same. Research has shown that female offenders' risks and needs are unique and different from men. Women in custody have often experienced trauma and have been victims of crime. They require privacy and safety to heal. Female offenders deserve their own dedicated programs, services that will support their rehabilitation and their transition back to society. The main goal of many correctional centers is obvious: to help the offenders rehabilitate so that they can safely go back to their communities. We want offenders to serve their time. We want them to have the opportunities to grow, reflect, and make plans for themselves once they leave. The construction of the women's addition is needed. It's been needed for some time and is well underway. There's only one thing that takes away from today's announcement, is that it's an important infrastructure project. Not because of the costs or the jobs it creates, which are important, but because it's the right thing to support female offenders appropriately and with dignity. They will have their own space, modern rooms to learn important life skills, things like meal planning and prep, financial literacy, career development. There will also be a spiritual room for healing and a fitness area to stay healthy and much more. All the elements that have gone into the design and build of this new facility is with female offenders' needs in mind. This wouldn't be possible without the staff and the many community partners that have been working hard for the last several years in mapping this all out. And more importantly, for being the most proud advocates for female offenders. I would also like to thank the federal partners. It's thanks to the COVID resilience funding that we are able to make this possible. The over $2 million that the province is investing will pay for itself in how we can help these offenders serve their sentence and return to island communities. Thanks again, Wayne, Karen, Shannon, and the entire correctional staff and team and our valuable community partners for being part of our important milestone in PEI corrections history. Thank you very much.
So So this concludes the official ceremony today. We will be taking some photos and going for a brief tour of the construction site where members of the media can take some photos. After the tour, there will be some time for questions from the media. Thanks again to everyone joining us here today, and to everyone at home. Have yourself a wonderful day.